Yat a shikation the measure at Haasilo.
Welcome to the 2021 Congratulatory live stream parade that just took part as we are gathered here at the football field on the campus of Pinon Unified School District. Yate Bene to everyone as we celebrate, we gather and recognize of all the knowledge, the wisdom, the traditional culture of what Pinon has to offer. So Miss Navajo Nation 2021-2022 Niagara Rockbridge, thank you for who you are, what you're doing for your community. This is the very first parade in our inaugural celebration for the year 2021. So just to say, we are the first to put this together today. So this morning, we start our program. Ariel Najoni Bigay, our Pinon High School princess, Eshikwagi Maha'aleto, as I introduce her as our mistress of ceremony. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yat Eshe, Ariel, Jinababige, and Ashia, Adon and Shminiki ask on the zone Ashna, my deskis, me Bashishti, he ani dashiche, Hotoni dashnala, Okut egos, and then Nashna, Alt Naha Eda, Nasha, Ado, Nadabilet, A. Camp Shamatos a Roberto to Arna Begay with ya. Shamasana dosate a Valencia Yazi dot to me with ya. Shanana Santa Shanana Hasti a Caroline dot Tony Begay with ya. Take a morning and hello. My name is Ariel Begay, and I am the Pinon High School Princess for the year 2020 to the year 2022. I would like to thank everyone for that, and I am your. Bear with me, please. This is my first time speaking in public.
Can't hear anything or see anything.
specialists, Pinon Healthcare. Yeah, right now we're going to lead right into our Pinon
that's a larger Bahades in the Niagara Rockbridge. Conan Nisholodon Hania. I see Nikitan Law. Miss Navajo Nation Celine Corner. Yegoban Hispajo. Though you nation stop which AC cares or less. But our corner high is it's a cane law. What are in high is a quite a share by Hanson con Hana Rado Leshi are these sort of the house, it ego. Ado in the horn, but mother a corner, Mr. Gary Rockbridge store, a shidoshi, Ado Debra Rockbridge, a bama. Ado she not so hard. Honen his connoissance, Nikanasni, Banasni, Shiteja Banasni, again, so additional Aroinda, Shokia Anne in Lilakia Anne no Seni, Hashkat Zono Seni, Ayaschin, Arona Kaden and no Seni, Ed of Che, Aro in the Tohane, the Nala no Sila, what Aya, Kodet, but so to Kezo. In the Banasnegi, I seen Chiat Eba Destinson. I don't in the corner has any Pinon Unified School District. So I don't a president, so a Badishne. I don't in the court the Fijian region corner. The Fijian gets any a Benito a cat snow the snipper. I don't in the Shay Yatita. And my description strong as a basis chain, 1200 national put it in it, that's a check or the snare. I don't add put out the Fijian Bagato in Nasha or the snare. I don't in the and I know so and corner has a kaigin, yat and Hano Yahagi, welcome he the Schneid the deep at the Fijian. Ajansi kede I kason hije na in the ahut end in hinit o corner she dejiaje behat o sido bahun sati the Miss Navajo Nation she basha hojo adobe UN snibeja be say cares or less ashene nitle ahut ashi Bansi case or less, though, but so reason or less, other corner, Lan has Kaloida welcome the nation in Navajo Nation President, Lenny Ado in the corner not on in that list and Lenny Edo a care the nation. Ado in the Kodea Hado, Higito here the nation. Ado Asabo Ea, Stoea, Benashni on some addition. He large, she dejiajish, large at the high sky, Hoshisa, a conscious and dark and large, Miss Navajo does link it over the edition. So Sarah Johnson Luther do, Major Lynn Begay do, Dr. Dolly Manson Johnson do, Shirley Paulson do, Dr. Coletta Chief. Ero do yat eto ke konshi Begay da Begay at ni tata hallo. Ero ke bedestination so lishin na shi beben na shi dejiaj ben na shi hon so eya. Here his connosongi do nakatsuto cousin henas negi, but I honey hantes adoshin journal but just all lessons on tishne journal you know non high ila don so tishne what I be benedin thoughts of the zimbe benedin all lessons on tishne what she teji con Miss Navajo Nation a bash for journal what tishne ashi tashi. So she teji aji etaji Miss Navajo Nation suddenly do left the nation on so yen. It's a kids here. She's little sister. She teji do she shans and then the large nasha and hot end hot ashi and nanashnet or left. Thank you very much. I welcome everybody to this event, this incredible event. Thank you.
Sheila, yeah, Juno Quaggy, the niche Heinzi, do Benkly Shine La Quaggy, Tortiazi, Quaggy, Willa, Juno so with Little, Koro, Baby Kebaho, Sonic, Koro Ultrato, Pinon Unified School District, Aja, Atoya, largest president, and Le, Aconde, Tohon, the Tatahaloni, the To Ishiba, the Honey Seat. I would like to introduce some of our dignitaries who are here with us. Our very first, we would like to recognize as our 2021 Miss Navajo Nation Niagara Rockbridge. If you can stand and wave to the crowd, please. You know, she made it first for the year 2021 of having a parade here in Pinon, Arizona. Where the highway ends, the wild, wild west begins. Yes. Ara nasat all the way kis ani ya hot and wo. Eroda kujit pinya low mountain in the Palaka. We have some Hopis in the house. Yes, they're here with us as well. I'd like to recognize our drum group. They're the host, the Black Storm Crossing. Hendrik Thule, like guys, go ahead and stand up and wave to the crowd. It's good to have you from Hopi land. Yeah, they were trying to take the back roads and yeah, so they came from the wild, wild west. So thank you so much. They're the host drum. And our honorable, yes, honorable, this gentleman has been well known throughout Indian country and beyond, all the way on the other side of the world. You know, people, friends who are traveling across the country are asking us, how's the Navajo Nation doing? They've been asking if we're doing fine because of the pandemic. We've been recognized worldwide on CNN News Network, and our very own leader took the role of letting the world know globally that we are safe and that everyone, please, if you can rise and give this gentleman a round of applause, because if it wasn't our leadership to share the information, so from Shanto, Arizona, folks, Honorable Navajo Nation President, Mr. Jonathan Nez. Yes. So people recognize us worldwide because of our leader. That's who we stand behind. That's why we are mandated to continue to wear our mask. We still have protocols of our health, keeping our distance, or washing our hands, sanitizing. Yes, to Quaggy at the honey and this ginger. I don't need to Ajibe Pahato Sindo and Hana and Tin ask the neck as she just saw the April Niha once. I don't know. I don't know a chinda Quaggy. It is either Ianda, either this cheese can yet. I had the bed of its auto as based on the Ahanaya, the it, oh, I don't the Hata it is the payage than the honey, the chinaba ate up and yeah, I not on the honey, jo up it the language teacher as Dr. Dolly Manson. Yes, yes, she's still young. Wasn't that what thought at the end. I don't talk about keeping your Navajo dollars on the Navajo Nation. And then we were told 30 years ago, 20 years ago, that we have a business here on the Navajo Nation. And Ultra Premier, she's been done it all here in Pinon. Good people are from Pinon. And she is the president of the Pinon chapter. And she's also part of the school community. She's Bessie Ellen. Bessie, Bessie Aolia. She's really done a lot of good things for the community here in Pinon, Arizona. So thank you for what you do. Is Leonard Begay here with us? He's a very important role. Leonard, where are you, Leonard Begay? Now, Leonard here, he's from Noslini community. Noslini is set now, Joe Atina, ACD. It's very important that he's going to demonstrate and tell us about the crown our current Miss Navajo Nation is wearing. And also our council delegate, it's very important. Our council, during the pandemic, they had to go through Zoom and phone calls and he represents the Pinon, Hastori, Forest Lake, Gado, Hard Rock, and Black Mesa. He is Mr. Jimmy Yellowhair. Jimmy, thank you for what you do. I see a coffee. You see a gentleman like this, he looks good. You look at him, how he walks, how he wears his hat, how he swings his rope. As a real cowboy there, Mr. Jimmy Yellowhair. Thank you so much. I thought not only principal Pinon High School, Timothy G. Nelson. Got to get that G in there. Yes, another coffee. Yes. Yeah, looking good. And a lot of good things. And the Pinon community or Unified School District, we're getting our students ready for college, and that students that are in our dual credit over at Dena College. We have Dwayne Bahi right over there, Dwayne. And Dwayne is advocating from Dena College. And we have students who are already taking college courses, and their instructors are from here, from Pinon Unified School District, and they are in face-to-face instruction. So when they get to college, they are already up there as a junior and seniors. So continue to work close with our president there, Mr. Timothy Nelson. Thank you so much. And also Dwight Weatherspoon, where are you? This guy's an athlete. This guy, an athlete, council delegate, and he also does a little bit of play-by-play of what he does. So the recognition and our IT, our people behind during the pandemic, Zoom, everything during what we've done. Pamela Mead, where are you, Pamela? Pamela Mead, thank you for what you do on this side. And Pamela is involved. Actually, she's with the Indian Healthcare Service under the program of learning, design for learning. So thank you for what you do. Actually, it's Camilla, right? Camilla Hostine. Camilla is the one with IT. She's streaming online. She's our boss today, so she's taking us worldwide. If you know people out there from afar to get on the Pinon Unified School District to stream live. So thank you for what you're doing. You really fit in the piece of the puzzle here at the school as well. So the drums of summer will be starting. Let's recognize our host drum once again. They're the Black Storm Crossing Southern from Second Mesa, Arizona. So Lolama, yes. Everybody from afar is saying to all our gua'as, our su'us, and esquili, and not just that, thank you for what you do. With that, I say, Ali, right? You like your pies over there, Ali. Isana, yes, a little bit of Hopi there. So right now, we like to give you the attention of the recognition, the significance of Miss Navajo Nation's crown, Mr. Leonard Begay, Noslini, Arizona. So pay attention. Now I see a lot of people controversy about our crown worldwide. So let's hear from our individual, our silversmith, to talk about it.
Yat pin shikedo shitne shalt hasinto. Ahol aw. Yat in hitin nito le. Shea, I died it, those the cheat had I got a genie. What outside a big catch a whole dish. Shea, the slightest chili inch. Reynolds and house at the a conde it's a unholy, the other is each than his key. Kia ani ibash shin, it's a hot kid holy, Kia ani kid had any gibbs other isha. Aro touchy, the dash che. Nagabi with holy, that's also leaned be a one surely or leaned is chained. Aron did it's not Jenny, ya, dashinal, the shish day. It's not genuinely in the biage ishinal, did I nench. A could the quiz kanda she did a go a nashitik kitty. Nabe hobich a cat. Dish him up at the shiniki. They had a hashin so a by a tear it had all G or dates out. The shade avance in case they had the liadish no. Arajo. Next, either bansak he's in the Doletota. It's that can no bahali de age a haila. Haida shinzano, Harishit ansak he's so Harisht Abna has now a land so. Docho ego a yan hahane ea behatilia got out in the ship. Deep a hatch a higi. So do yahte ea. Ask it I get out said. A could take ea yata a tigo. Dila e hajine de hadishi that is delan no de his no dot is had sodon halkay. The other it is delan laid. Aroti sneaky idot is the sunny hajine. It's andas e hajine pjida. E that is delan. De coyite. Out of a card ea. Na shay but all a quiet dot is ea the sun. Delay na shay do all the hadish in the skill holiday. Are but that is dale. Docho ego in na ye ea. Can the bahalo? Hat habjus is arna shay. Bajan aja a chona. Shachin hitat 80 holla na ye a holla. Shay wish. Nijay do drop bata. Din hitat a holla. David is no in Dane had net don't know a Nchahan Haji lado Hinapits or so dibenzi zito ben yahalik elia. A dish in na ye just so the zendo nahaga. Date at the eben a kato de eben a zi. Aroti yoske hen the liki yoske sado sanat lehe. A conde biake ea beshike na kiko ea. Because that deal else has tido says and the sunny like the Aro yoske and has laheke eti. It says Zado says he. But not until by you deal up and has lala. Aro yoske the question is Kate Snell. Nihemayoske Sado sanat lehe. But there's cheat on Bedelia. Aron es dado that the nato that the Arod ekiaj Selito Arokinasta Doba Achin Haslin. A san Selito Ado Sani Selito Sai Natza. Do Sapi hated that you sanat lehe. Dila did Shimachilini Lahacha. Dol tota, Sidney Hane. This ended in the land song, yeah, Nash oh, yeah, dig it out. She says, then get it out a band, says kiss. I don't do that. The nan hit that Nini. Ben here, it's the Nikiti Navajo Nation seal. Did of Casa. Edo biki is nil to kola eyi kato kola eyi tel. Dide biki is niliki asahaki ego hajil enalo is biki nil. Diba hashne egi. The Quiddish dan he chosanende dan he chasande dan hinalda. Diba hashne egi. Diba hane etat Belagane dos at ne ato yitahaleheta din hatahane. Aron himasandon hichin hinalbatahane. Aron himadon hijabahane. Arok atin hin hahane. Ni kedo in hachin, ni so ken hinaleke. Na kititari did not sugo banata hane dole. Do international. هذا الشيء يبسني تيلو بالنشأين كهو تلزن ستتنا نيتله ديبا هشنا إيجي نايج خنّ دوتشون أو إنن خنّستا ني خدي إياه دوتشون إيجو إياه خيلا دوتشون أو دان خمسانندي دان خشيندي دان خشودا نهاسوي سرتا أجند أدو دا إلتخاو سرتا دان شيء دان ديلا دوتشون إيجو أدي ناين هيكندي سيهندي زلآ تاتي آندي أهتا بتزي كوهندي تاتي سكريندي كيان خاندا يوسبا ديشيريني كيا أيه هون سكوي بكاكي خيته أكودي شكيدو شنّا دان نحيني أكودي يهنا الباهز النولشما ديبنا أند إيدولي ده هوديني هو هو تسودا ناد أني جلي هتو ناتيتو ياد أوها هتو زهيكي هلوله أكون ده يادو هو يتيتا خوي تدي بنيا أجت إني إيدي بنيا أجت إياه بجيل خاله أكو تيجي إيجو إياه شيبا هنسن أكو خنسكو إياه نيجها سيد ولا شك إيدو شدنا إذا نحيني دو يهلا
What ashi be azane kehe. Ashi be nashquat latit lero karabe bazen. I know the former Miss Navajo Nation, 1981, 1982, Miss Dr. Dolly Manson.
Yat Alana shik shastui shizani shidayon ado shachine anotso ado ko no yahagi natani shinan Jonathan Nez ado ko school board Bessie do Dorothy do ade niso kagi Mr. Nelson ishinat ani ado Mr. Yellowhair ade do ade niso kagi do ko Amado Jano Sini Masando Cheno Sinigi Anotso Analda Danose Ahe Konha Sokai Nana Che ya Chetechi Nle Satan Hod yet settled don't know what you go Aden Yanasha Shishin Shle Sadeshkini Bashishin There's a sana eta shiche Tratnesane eta shinale I could ego san shle Shinala yan lej kojo acho tatino igon leya tai ate na skaten deskita ajesto the baby kate na shaten shingo akut an hilch otesh astra nesan I see the shinale akut edo ato kweki ya dite Miss Navajo ba hwinzen congratulations beto ni ne congratulations, no. Thousand chin that ashen dashes that me. A con de aj hatish Jo oshi bahanne oshi igisi. Jo hashi ego yats da shi hade shi shmaajanile. Hade shi adigin shi haketilne. Akut ada zade isi. Dan lede hakehodine hodat jo stone lo. Ado and lede shi dat snapa mado beje shi na benestra. Benalina benestra, Bamasana benestra, Jokut and Hadlo Yaharne. Aishi to here, Nihidation. So that in Jonago, that's no tra, do eta, Tahaya, do Yata soft hit the la, Nihizad nedi lala, Nahahan nedi lala, Nihi nedi lala, John Lat Aishna, Hojo just send the Haida, Jo nedi lala, Hojo of Behazano. Be or that it not yabe the ado laya that hosago jo gasto nechipi hojo gata jo kut she hosenla a kut eba honizi ado that hone eya dobetnan agoya hadne the neck achia hadne tahane that sopel behos no ba honizi dobetnan agoya the nepizat the gimbizat Nahailya Hadeshi Patayada, Yofkaisat, Totlejisat, Tichilisa, Pashinisat, Hadeshi, Hotayada, Hailia, Jo ya, Ku Yayafti, Ebe Nasi, Ha Kishi, Hashin Zag, ya, Nasit itole, Hoto, Ni Jenenlen and Hitel Yada, Nihizat, and each stone hito, Ni Jene, Aqua edit ego, Ba Ahnsen, Joku en Hitchake. Anina rag on jono ye yaftila epe shana nada ni lido le na agranazat ahaha be shana nada ni lido be nihil sihnata hasendo si hasen jokut on this case shito be out what be ba ahansen adoshi kodo be tahnata ninit be tatanit ahtole kodolan na behobich I can nido na gatati nigo beta tanin ahanente ni jeto legend lata hat eta jolo wato a conjuni ya shicha shin din nido le ado shimato shijan kito shimato shijan hiti nido le njono ko eta no sala ako e ba he winzen tseda wo she be shi e kodo ntsago he dandi nido le ado shi Abe hosin ko yadonan ago en ha ille to le kodo yati hashine la hanne don higin da hallo tsichin ba do jo ta hille son le de nabe hot hatna to shi de nabe nan tindo la ado ta huis agon le ko le ha ko shi to kayat ana huis and for na ta hot akud an jagala la الكتاب كنت Miss Navajo نشلون تكون أنا كنت خد الأهلة واشنطن ده خد الأهلة أكنت سيد أنا إتلنا هالين كنت أنا خلا أكنت شيء دولي كدون هيج دو ياشي بس نهون أنا جنو دولي أكنت يسي كدو شيء دو هي نساعد دتشني أشياء شيء تبتهني دولي أشياء نايجرا دون ما دون جاتو هي Agusine, to here to lay shot the shit or lay for you than Juno Yati, Akunas Adona Rada, Dolly Manson, a doctor, Shahi Dr. Dolly Manson, here to lay. And also, she's also representing our school board here at the Pinon Unified School District, our chapter leader. Yes, she is Bessie Ellen, Wagishi, Nij Ananatzito late. Bessie, yeah.
Yeah, la. Tahasilo. Shik anil smolk nitle. Hatashil chindo, da side at the net nitle. Quite a slip chin bagan, Kata huit enigi. A crochet yashet edgy dot, a codo nasha. Naredo legit delk edigi chato. Aja zitana agis, aja shiyaho.
So if you challenge me on how to do livestock, I can challenge you back. Akot eight in here that in now. Yadaho okay, yeah, quite eight Trahisolahu. Altrahasilo. Ado, first of all, a larger head the dishney she yas Gary, Ado son between nuns, enido, she way, do koto, she way ko. Dolashi, the neck etching and tinishes of the dice, but be way yilla. How many of us do that? We sit in the evening and talk to our children about our culture, our Navajo tradition. They didn't learn it in the classroom. They learned it at home. It instills in you who want the bojosh ato khaladen janobe yathigo. Akut ehedo sindadan linigi who want the bojosh it instills in you. At the in the classroom, old language could abatahil ato tati ne. It ohatash but it it an he mato jeto any clinici not not eto niche. So there's one good example. I watch her on YouTube to a certain amount. I was shocked how much she knows. Dali. I could out Jonogo Ehosan Lasle, no what the code the Hansne. Oh, you out Abatratash Kijo Yatash. This one was different. It was different. I don't add the best nehege but singing. She named all the internal parts. I could not believe that. I was sitting with my son and one of my daughters. Did you see how she named all those parts? My daughter said, yeah, no, how she. So we're so proud of you. Goodness, that is really learning. That you learn at home. I could don't lose your language that he did. You know whose responsibility that is? Learning your language. Us at home who want to akut out be nil wo on John Ado Annette, thank you for putting this together. You coordinated. Those Yaj Tristan. Ado and I saw Tony, Mr. Nelson. Ado school staff administration. Ayo shinabestan le Jonago he days nil. Ado ye lego Sangahot Sunday nal so that she had no shade the course she don't expect the husband that don't need. And there somehow such and net found someone to approve it. The Yonan short Ella a con on source a yaquende. I put out 18 each last Leo he did. Oh, yeah, that you all took it at heart to celebrate our new Miss Navajo Nation. Joe, but he don't he need though. You know what that says? Zilitjini sani tahayui. Yeah, ntan Ba'achin Dain Tin. At the Quishi, we got Miss Navajo within the area. Dali is one example. She's the Navajo culture and language teacher. Then not Zayu and M there. Quaehut anan tin. A coe ba he a cohut out a he such a quaehut anan tin. Ado no so out. So you have a contribution. Mrs. Pamela Meaton, the Yon I sure appreciate your presence and that you're supporting our Miss Navajo. So that I big on seat zone, leg on how the dolls. A yonan nishoshit, Esha, so committee that new a trachagahia. Oh, that's it, legislation, a start or zone. Oh, yonan nishitiazi, see, and not what you watched the put out. I'm sure she's got a lot to do. She is going to be working. She don't banan show you chasing I put out. I don't put out about needs and though she's going to represent us. I ledge it at the nene the banana need shade or leisure. She's not any could it's a dancing. She's I put out about needs and all that oh shit edition. The biggest thing I want to say is Kodoshi Yaj, Mr. Rockbridge, Ado Bamato. Although she had their young couple, they taught their daughter. Ado she and Naldan Linito Mayajta Aidat and Ruk on the Runa Adeketat. Sign low that the China Jojo Holiet a coe hot Ade she banan tinid a tohan than Linigi a here la Ado she anostonano tinigi co Behainos need or less. Yeah, go Behainos net ado show ado. She has sealed or hot out at the schnish. I don't know, son. Hodon hitch egg. Yes, let's teach more of our culture. Teacher, because nature, what out there, what on niche. He had learned how is to go. She had didn't need. I'm so thankful. I'm so excited. And congratulations to her, to all of us.
As you like, yeah, smart Bessie Ellen. I see sun on the height law when it's out so baby get by Hotzana Pinon, Arizona. It's don't have it name they Forest Lake. They the home of Bessie Ellen, the home of Miss Navajo Nation, the home of Dolly Manson, and all the good people who talk on behalf of the community. And we also say welcome to everyone throughout Radio Land, throughout the country, coast to coast. KTNN, the voice of the Navajo Nation, is also on the airwaves. So thank you so much to make this all possible with a partnership with our local healthcare, who is being part of this event as well. The health promotion. Thank you, Annette Ghani, and good friends. It makes a team to make this possible of our first 2021, just as we're tipping right into the 3/4, almost 4th quarter of our pandemic. And this beautiful facility we have out here, the home of the Eagles. Yes, Pinon, Arizona. Nice facility you have. As we move along, I'd like to welcome now. She is, and a lot of good things said about her. I see Hayugo Kwagi Baha Ozido Apinich Hadozinich I don't know Miss Navajo Nation, everybody. She is Niagara Rockbridge Yate. Yeah, LA. Sashi, yeah, need you there, Desi. Yat, that is not agi, Dodan Hinasigi. Sashi, she must not do she done nothing. She never done nothing, she mother, she done nothing. She has 2 dollars, she done nothing, she's on it, she done nothing. I call bed, egg it out. Yat, Nikidini, dollar.
Sheya Niagara Rockbridge in She. She na kidami taba na tin sa. Do na kidami taba na tin na ke. Ihahagi the nebich ken shle. Akodo na sha beg iba hodzande. Shamado shije a Debra Dogeri Rockbridge. Well, yeah. Nati na ke shanahe. Betreje eti kako. Shana sheholo. Dot ata asatila sheholo. Akut ao age ke nashle. Allah jegi a hehe nikideshni. Haslin sogo kodoni hinanish oslagi a net gani. House Kodol and Lady Health Promotion and the Pamela Mead, the Mead family. Thank you for all that you do and that you continue to do to help the community and our people. You and your husband as well. The end the Yakon Hinat Ani and Lini, President Jonathan Nez. Honahania. Shanat. In the ko shamadan linigi shanaladan no linigi no so a Miss McLaughlin. Ko ya niki the nebich can't said the ba hinson. Do bashis was jo kodo na antin lini sin linigi to the zin linigi be hadinch be benach kunzach and say ya ba hinson. Tola doesn't jonda. They could out. The napa sazido, the napa yashkitole, did asa anahaj. A call. She says zinike, ya. Call, ho on the mazabi yeto, na antin, hahilahigi. Your guys sa, dot sa, the chisisa, bashini sa, tadadin sa. Ike on east. Be was jongo ne yat echo and saha case do yat echo o da be na hasezin dole she ya ho she says in a ship on says queso ya oh ho you ashe nina ne shit ende pinchka she says in a okay Asla na khaje chi ni khata the shot ole ni khayash kit ole ni chayash kit ole di kot al na khasez zid ole she says zinike dola tosh ba jonda she and lido she yat eto she to dago she ba kensen she says zinike at the end of the ya ko Dr. Ruby, Asia, my son, Dr. Ruby. You see, my son, stand up. Asia, my son, and lay na kit adashanache. Yeah, that abis nash nishko. The question is lee, not loshi. Zayth and it. Says and it ako. Akot out bisnash nishto shamasana bedini. Akot out ya the kwishinache is li. Ako inda ya oh ya nanat mihideshni to thank you to every single one of you that is here today. For coming together, putting together this parade. I was not expecting an event this big. But I'm happy because we're getting back to some type of normalcy here on the nation. Ako, yego ot no slini, yego ot ni chini hizebik etas keo. Call the never care up a car go tada doka in the ya tala wash. Nihila vetada kiss. The 10 sanitizer thought was yego thought chadas ala yan le washi do den hanet. They la did the cousin sagi na has eight ada big agent na anishta no a kot ashonde di big eho os nikinat ani bizadi ki e big eho os ashonde isos shidne the nanothini, shik a nothini. In the yati hedget, which it now hold just as the etadosne, how one but now, chijata setjet. A call deep on so test or leshik a nothini. That's at the bar hens and the hitini dolet or a hat the hitini dolet. The oh, you a hat the hitini go, a to be lata. And did all hat the hitini dolet or hat na.
Miss Navajo Nation. One more time, folks. Let's hear it. Niagara Rockbridge. I seem amigo Bessie Ellen and how one has auto nantin ni cheni masan and nalibits auto nasa this GG got this GG na hatsa there's a nasa ek at be ikha a slatina hayata this GG and hatsa that there's an ek at be ikha but be as in a head or later a condition Monday big head guide ha ade na garo ade na shari nash nishle ako top ma ha Bashichin baby ba ogedo aro tsana pelina ha el gado is the cherat so aro tutsoni la I could like kid hat is tutsoni kwage shinale tan le kwage atrahot a kondelton ich ket and lan tniki so honda kaigote rina ni cheta hada rolzela aro jin that it ne akujigo aro enle na ajo all the whistle was the set na question trop because to ape biaho the neck ishe ya atketo this change but so those and ni not on in hard larger style but so that is ni not on in lon hayat keto le ni not on in low quabic at the wheel edo this change ba the hish a konich hado za ape to kwage ni hata raho kwage bahajo the ne yo bahajo to be ine yo da kwage ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Honorable Navajo Nation President, Mr. Jonathan Nez.
Oh, here, LA, Auto Codon here, where Niagara Rockbridge. But you know that Kadiash, one is going to think, Nazunagon Hitcher hat Z. Dolato. Khode ke hot enigi ke pa hot za zelichim the nan of tenigi ahandi the neck eche yel ke khoje ke huit enigi ado nihe ol iltoni na antien ahandi nasi ti he la joko niche ha zi hinat ai dan lenigi ya Njonago, the neck etche, Nihiche Hadao Zi by Hele, Eshido Bechina, no Lido Leshik, no Sini. Kododo, Dysonov Sagi, the never care of Pocado, a Shlatin Hao Zogo, Fashi, To Nandedo, Dysonov Sa, DB in Del Kidigi, Do KTN radio. Fashi Aita. Tola haila benina do belikana kachiyada tiket ashi huin tsinaita kakot hanne al ihya ado asho belikana kachahat tseha ina hutni haila benina to the neck acha yadil tiketa the nani tle na hutni akon den he kodon khashni shkeno sini the neck acha yati to the neck eche ahandi kodon khalchin obodanet ligo ota yadal doler kodon here where Niagara ota ya biyaho ultra not I no senigin hido here than hidi ni doler ba hida khadia kodon hinat ani ultra has ajido bada ultra gi kojin das neshigi Nihido Atra Kodo Nhalchin Zonokabichi Yada here. Here all in Tony is a Gitahos, Jokodo ya Niagara, Ahot Nihicha hat zi do mado je no shinigi nihido he. Juni he yisi kodo besi nini do Dr. Manson. Ani tskoshi hot kodo no nihi president school board je. Linigi nihicha hat zi ani nihido hot da ni tin haganas ad. Hagan has ad na hat na antin sala dan hito ni ado do nat ani dan kliniki ade yisi has ani chebike da no hot ani ya da ho chubani na kodo yina ani banda I nal aro khayada kon Jimmy Yellow here ye peshpas an ero here bedini do le Yana Nisho Kodo Nal Source Belanda of Belanda so Ligi Nahane Ja Le Sagaho Zanje Nahayat Kododo Tana Zano Lenigi Bessie Aro Keren Dasitagi Do Nal Sosto Peso Naha Yahangi the Ben and Abeshmas and Nihini Hinache Kodo Lana no senegi joe what belanda itle. Chapter house has ajita na zalahagan has aj. Johnny ku la de mil sonet a peso belanda sitli lana no sene. Kodo tinle kodo don le harwa tinigi Agi team to Tlisha. No, a hot belada asli, a chin, Jungo a team, Legone, had the net or lech, no thing. Nihida, citizen be. Kodo he came hidne, Nahatsa del Zeno. Naha belada asli, by Hel. Let me speak in English. I want to congratulate our new Miss Navajo, Niagara Rockbridge. Let's give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And Annette, thank you for the invitation to be here. What a beautiful day it is. We saw one of the first, I think L.A. Williams and I were talking about this, maybe one of the first, or maybe the first parade that we've been in since the start of this pandemic. It's good to get back out and see our relatives, right, ladies and gentlemen? But we are doing it safely. We have our masks. We wash our hands with soap and water. We social distance. We stay at home. And many of us have been vaccinated, fully vaccinated. Ladies and gentlemen, over 70, close to 75% of the Navajo people have been fully vaccinated here on the Navajo Nation. Thank you so much. We're not talking about ourselves, right, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to wearing masks or staying home, because our way of life teaches that the safest place to be is where? At home. That's our way of life. That's where the water is. That's where the fire poker is. That's where teaching originates from. That's where policy and law comes from, in the middle of the home. And then we delegate that responsibility through a vote to our leaders in our community. And today, you know, we celebrate not just a new Miss Navajo, but we also celebrate our way of life, our culture, our tradition, and our language, right, ladies and gentlemen? And what a great ambassador to have as Miss Navajo here amongst us, Niagara Rockbridge. Boy, did we see culture, our way of life teaching, our language come alive during the pageant, didn't we? When we saw that pageant, I learned a lot from my little sister here. A lot of the teaching that you have here in this community and in this region. This is what you call hit the ground running, right? And it's not even been 2 weeks, her being Miss Navajo, and we learned a lot. I learned a lot. Who learned something from Niagara during the pageant and even today? A lot. Good, because I thought I was the only one. But this is an example of how our way of life teaching is handed down from one generation to the next. And from her, the cadets, ROTC, good job today, and I'm sure you learned a lot. Thank you so much, Pinon Unified School District. And our young people, Kodoshi Nakaachin Danihinas Eya. Ahot Erse. Kodo Danihinase, Kodo Nihir Miss Navajo Denase. Sakoshi Nihir we Eke Shadot Miss Navajo Dishes Danza. Honta Daseta Miss Pinon High School Princess. Give her a round of applause. Ain the Shinaka Miss Navajo Dorles. So here Naha Aheta Nitzin. Kung again of Sinigi Kodo Keda Hot Inigi Kodoni Nant in Abazini at Nasiti. I want to say thank you to the family. I want to say thank you to the community for instilling into our young people our way of life, our culture, our tradition, and our language. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, even though people say it's going away, there's a revitalization happening here on the Navajo Nation of our teaching and our language. And it's because of each and every one of you, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, nullies, that are passing this teaching on, and it's never going to die here on the Navajo Nation. Am I right? It's going to continue. And we already know, and we already heard her being an ambassador, not just for our young generation or our young girls, but also for our Navajo people. You know, we heard from Leonard about the crown, the significance about the crown. Miss L.A. Williams, Oyoba Sahazli, Haishi Benina, Akodate, Insha, Akodate, Nisha. Jenago ihet citizen bel ihet oyo sata hashi yel kitasi clean. Ban sis kesush eno finish masani shadini atonat anish leheta di corona antin kushlegi ein zadoles bena antindil bena antindoles bena antinigi nasi itoles nikiko akeni klinigi shadoni. Akonde nlere hare shi isladin hawat zoja bilagana bikiyache to nande ataho nefe kudidadze yahatosne the nebikiya pakade baso ti dan hitoni diha ishi ya ishni chostoitini ya ishni o ishi do ishni da kanlego tasaga Oh, Oyana unleti Yada the Hazleya. Yada Kop TV Hajikisen Aita Bigahata Nisa. Nihe could the show than hit the Nisan there. Bahas Titten Zaba Sun Tit than hit it known he yada ho up. Diesel in Salad and not Ani than Linigi, though we just hit the ye Yabahas hit the no the na antin hiche ko dal yande akon den hishi andi kwa akot aun da no tin a he ni dini dole atada let saga hot zanda oh you ashata azli oh you na anleti che yada tio hadina kada za anta khaine dishna holla akon da paso ti ashode jukoto ni he we sani do yasz ena antinaya yashti koto e ya ni he ol iltoni he na antinasi titole huinzen anil tsoshigot a bansde kesh keno sin. You know, as a young person, my grandma, and I'll end with this. My grandma used to say, be careful. Don't let the outside things start coming into the Navajo Nation or into your homes, because that's not us. That's not the Navajo way. And you see all this when you turn on the TV, the negativity, the hate, the anger. And now, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it's starting to seep in to the Navajo Nation, and it's starting to seep in into our homes. But I challenge each and every one of us to remember our elders with that tough love, right? How many of us grew up with tough love? Oh, you Eben zildo le shiyajushe we dan nihito ni naso in nado beho zinda dan nihito ni ebe ha injni do le shiyajushe we dan nihito ni ani injiga oyobek angel thalenda ya nashle koko ani da nilande binzinya masan she ma she nala benantina ani da nila winzim jukoto ni we ya ha zi ni koto na khas zi do le no na jenko e na khas zi do le aba zini khode e andi de nek achi yada khode andi ni he o isnasi te e nakha hensen ba hensen o dishne kodosh kino sini ata yeah, take care of yourself as we go and slowly transition out of this COVID-19. I'm so proud of you, Navajo people. Yes, LA said, you know, we were on all these TV, right? So a photo ops da nisha. But nihina khasizin hito. And that's one way to get the information out to our Navajo people. How many of us, well, I shouldn't say this. You know, I don't want you to get in trouble. But some of us left the nation, even though we're supposed to stay on the nation, right? But then when you see people off the Navajo Nation, you know who's a Navajo, huh? You know how you can tell? They're wearing masks, ladies and gentlemen. Because that's our weapon to fight off these monsters that are plaguing our people. That's a new monster that's coming into the Navajo Nation called COVID-19. And we have the weapons. We have the armor. What's the armor? The vaccine. And we have the weapons to fight off COVID-19. And you all have done an outstanding job, Navajo people. But we can't let up, right? And I know Niagara is going to continue to remind us to wear our mask, social distance, wash your hands, use hand sanitizers, and stay at home as much as we can, because we have an awesome and great Miss Navajo here that comes from your community. So ladies and gentlemen, give one big more round of applause to Niagara Rockbridge 2021, 2022. Miss Navajo of the great Navajo Nation. So thank you so much. God bless you. And LA, I think I'm going to need a cowboy hat. Because all the Natanis, you said the handsome Natanis wear a cowboy hat. So now I think I need to get myself a cowboy hat. You guys think I look okay in a cowboy hat? Mr. McLaughlin says I need a cowboy hat up there on the fire truck. God bless you and God bless our great Navajo Nation. Congratulations, Niagara.
All right, Honorable Navajo Nation President, Mr. Jonathan Nez. Thank you. Yes, you look great in a cowboy hat and some good ostrich boots and spurs. Yes, that's the reason why they call this place where the Wild West begins, where the highway ends. That'll be a lot shorter to go to up to Hopi Land if you want to visit up in that area to the northern Arizona. Our college students are going that way as well. They get the betrachtes be ahazent le akali koi garden jino but ice this bekenne zeta belita ebe what zen they had that jogato they nana that ni akali nilen de akoyani. That's how people remember you, how you look, how you dress, how you walk, how you represent, how you everything, and that's how people look at you. So what is the sock kali that Jack Jackson and thank you for joining us on KTNN. We have a lot of people throughout Navajo Nation, Indian country who are listening to us right now here on the campus of Pinon Unified School District, right at the 50-yard line of the football field. So thank you so much. Today we're the sideline judges over here, so thank you. And we got past we're pretty much in the fourth quarter of since we're on the football field, fourth quarter of the pandemic, and it's a new world, it's a new beginning, it's a new life, it's a new tradition. Okay, well, Miss Navajo Nation, I also like to put in a few words and recognize some of our royalties who are here with us. Miss Navajo?
Nana do LA. Kodoshi royalty dan Lenigi. I'll be introducing you. Royalty sa ya Ariel Najoni Ba Bigay, Miss Pinon High School Princess. Izin Shadeja. Nanigi Miss Pretty Isla. Powwow Princess, Paiute Indian Tribe of Utah Princess from Cedar City, Utah. Originally from Beg Idbahodzana. Jade Romero, Cedar Band of Paiute. Cedar Band of Paiute Powwow Princess from Thanksgiving, Utah. Jo Najone Shadeja. Shadeja Kashi Nothing. Najone. Najone Goshin Zabayan Kitole. Ada in the Kodon here. Oh, is Nihina and Kinlini Eben. Eben Zidoles, Eben Naskoshi, Dole, Dona Jonago Nihina, Nisha that dosis. I call Sad as Isago Hadestins and Deco Chanel, Joe James Lee, Nahania, is in Chanel. Chanel hard. Ja, Jansen la. Akon de Chanel ako a gehet bid de destiny. Ha sin sogo kodo de ne hanne en linigi de nena and kin linigi sin so de zen linigi bits ado bohosh do ben not call the nebich can't suddenly ako a gehet in the destiny Chanel. Ako sago ni hit hasti to le to hiya nana.
Here, Miss Navajo Nation, Niagara Rockbridge. Thank you very much. Chola pohne tlo da hoil ne ya. Na de na hinda ka. Aro kafi de so bahashna ya pikwagi ne chada zinhas adi kwagi. Na hai ke days iro na khayal che kwagi. Zitjin aro da ne the doing what yeah aro da kwagi na has da baby ke ba ho zane aro story todo forest lake the Bessie Ashton and the Quaggy, Apela, so the North Quaggy, Mr. Jimmy, white hair, yep, go ahead, Mr. Yellow hair, good man. He's our local cowboy here, like where the highway ends in a Quaggy rodeo arena. So, which they are Quaggy niche, it all, Quaggy up in the. This is there's a lot of people out there listening. Thank you so much for listening to KTNN as we're here on the campus of Pinon Unified School District, right at the 50-yard line at the football field, the home of the Eagles.
Oh, yates, shike kahasi no yate pene. Kaya so ne be yo ba Henson. She Jimmy Yell here and she could all which is Jimmy Nasha. Rougher hall yep kare to agi are they call a Whip Creek Canyon my so not chi hol yedo Nasha. I don't then shine talk on it. The slero a torch in a bus seen out on the a shin shade out. Eros comes so that I don't hear this morning. Kodosha no, and thank you very much to invite me here to speak this morning. I would like to start with a welcome, a greeting, congratulations to our new Miss Navajo Niagara Rockbridge. Congratulations to you means that's what it means. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you, accomplishment that you made, and our community will support you. Community ni kliniki then representing in our great Navajo Nation. I need at the Neben here, Miss Navajo, the who's Ago, Tonano, the bed here, he Washington, Battles, I don't the nanny cleaning or cut and nanny cleaning. This year, we have leadership in our way of life here on Navajo Nation. It looks different from other places because we have a leadership in the government, we have a leadership in the chapter level, we have a leadership on the grassroots level. Yat not on it all you state out not on it and not on it and lingy or all level here. It's very important to ensure that we have a strong legacy. We strive and ensure that to get our children and grandchildren to have what they need to learn, live and strive. We also want to let them know to learn the nebazad, yo pintahosh, shed the nebazad, asha the shade nebazad, bayastio, so this children, I went to school at Rough School, learned how to write Navajo language too. And back in the our late Bob, Dr. Robert Russell, a art director leaned at the all Toliego, to keep our traditional and our cultures. It's us as a parent, it's our responsibility, not only showing a good example, but also to make sure that our community has what it needs to grow. Leadership here means we are representative of our family. We come and help each other representative, our relatives, and our clan. See your by yes, other ancestors that other leadership can be taught through example. It is up to us to ensure that we are being good example, our role model through a good work, integrity, and a good character. Our traditional leadership teaching our leadership. No, about this. What daughters was other 19 she went ill up and certain. I have a daughter, granddaughter, that she just graduated from Camelback High School, and she's already on her way to ASU as a start. I thought she was starting freshman, but she already started in sophomore year this year. I guess she was doing her homework all this time besides the high school. I don't know, she had question none of that telling you here. She question none of that. I see. Leg a cut you have possessed for that. Oh, you will can he's riding cattle steer. I say on that garnish on that. I need any lay stay she check the Texas dirt that's in yonder. I will gun like she will as I put and I started the meal on time is it mean baiting. All you by yes, top in Pingy. I don't do that. Craig it she never share in the dish. So the year by here is not national. The Craig gave in the whole Zish of Peggy. The national kid or they will request to you as a good choice. Show her leadership through example, thousands of the girls and also a young woman, even a grandma, look to you as your position, for example, how to continue tradition 2021. And also good luck to you, Shanada. Yeah, Zealand Hassan Zinto, Yat Sab, Ado Neverna, Ani Children Hoshan, Shia President Nas, and Sad Ado Short or Janita, not Ani Chiligo, the Neba has just some Nata Ado and Kon Hanan Nadams Navajo. You will continue learn and we'll learn from you and also protecting his art. He government by Yanski as with Zileba Henson. Once so I could only to have civic or son has all has art as a yat they got enough Zila never Zabayaki. The never Zabaytahanesna, Nakia World War II yet that never Zabahanesna. Ebe need Ebe Zila caught Eco. He has stayed on the skin of Finny. Yeah, concert on it. Thank you, Eloise. Thank you very much for your great help. Henson, high school basketball team and his signet things. Thank you very much. You're doing a good job. Good job, well done.
I got she like, yeah, Johnny, Mr. Jimmy, yellow hair. I just the phone beside that. We see eye to eye, Kathila, Maggie, she's a short night, like, oh, he had to lay that. We are the champions going into the year 2021, 2022, as we have Miss Navajo Nation on our team and the community of Pinon as well, our celebration that continues today. So thank you so much. We move along with our career option of vocational education, which is very important here at the Unified School District of Pinon, as we welcome our CTE Director, Pinon High School, Adelina McLaughlin. Yate, thank you for having us here on your campus, Pinon Unified School District.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing out there? My name is Adelina McLaughlin. I am the CT Director here at Pinon. My clan, all 4 clans, is Nakai. CTE, Career Technical Education, prepares our students for a wide range of careers and further educational opportunities. Here at Pinon High School, we have 7 CTE programs. Agri-Science, taught by Magdalena McLaughlin. Automotive Technology, taught by Gary McCabe. Business Management, taught by Tracy Jones. Construction Technology, taught by Murdoch James. JRTC, taught by Lieutenant Robert Boyd. So sorry. Staff Sergeant Michael Jones and Sergeant Marvin Tom, and welding technology taught by Matthias Lee. I'm introducing my CTE teachers because they go above and beyond when it comes to running their program. It is not easy to be a teacher, and it's even harder to be a CTE teacher. We have to teach their program standards under CTE, and they have to incorporate the state standards of core. My CTE teachers are amazing here at Pinon High School, and they do amazing things. Within our CTE programs, a student will obtain an industry certification. When a student completes a course sequence, students will take a technical skills assessment that is given by the state, which is designed to certify and document students' attainment of industry validated knowledge and skill. When they pass, they receive an industry certification within that program. Students will also receive industry credentials, which are highly quality credentials that are recognized by multiple employers across the industry. Examples of credentials that students here in Pinon obtain, and these are just a couple of examples: OSHA, NCCER, Serve Safe, Microsoft Office Specialist, ASE, AWS. And those are just a few of what our students get here at Pinon High School. Being a small school, it has our advantages, especially for our CTE students. Our students get the opportunity to take not just 1 or 2 CTE courses, which means they leave our high school as seniors with more than 3 industry certifications and credentials within the different CTE programs here. CTE is at the forefront of preparing students to be college and career ready. CTE equips students with core academic skills and the ability to apply those skills in concrete situations in order to function in the workplace and en route of employability skills that are essential in any career area. Job specific technical skills related to a specific pathway. I am a product of career and technical education agriculture program from Chinle, Arizona. I furthered my education at the University of Arizona in agriculture education. I came from a family of agriculture educators, my father, my uncles, and now my cousins. I came to Pinon to teach in 2010. I had the privilege of teaching Niagara Rockbridge for 4 years in my agriculture program. She has held different officer positions within FFA, Future Farmers of America. She competed in many career development events where she has placed highest individual in vet science and equine evaluation, horse evaluation, public speaking. Niagara also was a member of the SALA, Southern Arizona Livestock Association, where she showed livestock at the SALA livestock shows. Niagara worked summers with the agriculture department and has also volunteered her 4 years in high school on weekends, on breaks with Dr. Ruby that she just mentioned earlier in her speech. Each year in high school, she held a royalty crown. She was also part of the construction technology program here at Pinon High School. Niagara is a very determined, hardworking, and dedicated to anything she does. As her teacher, I am very proud of her accomplishments. I know she will represent Navajo Nation and the Diné people with honor, strength, and heart. Niagara Rockbridge is a product of Pinon CTE. Thank you.
Very well said, Miss McLaughlin. Yes, career ready, Miss Navajo Nation, and talking about education and going into a higher level institution. We have our Diné College in our backyard, and we have Representative Mr. Dwayne Bahi right at the entrance there, and our dual credit. A lot of them who are in high school already taking college courses and get them ready into the career as well. So thank you for that as well. And talking on a note of Miss Navajo Nation, we have a lot of our former Miss Navajo Nation, such as Dolly Manson Johnson here with us. And I would like to recognize Crystalline Curley, former Miss Navajo as well. She is now the PIO, they call it, under the Worldwide of Health Public Information Officer, as she represents the Office of the President, Vice President from Fish Point, which is just north of Salina Cottonwood. All your golden goldfish Asian yes. So from Fish Point, good job there, Crystalina Curley, representing our Navajo Nation Office of the President, Vice President, and down to another individual who is great to represent and to introduce as the principal here at the Pinon Unified School District, and he's going to elaborate more into college preparation institution, we just kind of highlighted. And he is coffee too, Mr. Timothy Nelson. Yes.
Yate, good morning. I'd like to begin to congratulate Miss Navajo Nation, Niagara Aveda Chanel Rockbridge, on becoming the new crowned Miss Navajo Nation 2021. Your hometown of Pinon and your alma mater of Pinon High School is extremely happy for you. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, President Nez and dignitaries, for being here today. We appreciate this great honor, and we are so glad that you are here with us today. Before I go into what I would like to say to everyone, I'd like to also acknowledge all the people that were beneficial in putting this together today. I am surprised at what you can do in less than a week. Last weekend, I was in Moab for my very first powwow, invited by the Ghani Johnson family, and it was quite an experience, and it was very rewarding. However, that is where we received word that you had been crowned. So all of us at the powwow are thinking, okay, how are we going to put this together and take advantage of this opportunity to acknowledge Miss Navajo being from Pinon? So I'd like to thank Annette Ghani for her role in putting this together, Tristan Ghani Johnson for putting us on the right track, Jonathan Nez, who kept us going from the PUSD level, and his mother, Bessie. Thank you very much. Also, too, I'd like to acknowledge Camille Hosteen, who was running around here and there to make sure we had things live streamed today. And of course, all of this would have never have been possible here on the PUSD Pinon High School football field if it wasn't for Myron McLaughlin and his crew sitting up over there at the fire truck. I am Timothy Nelson. I am the principal of Pinon High School. It is a great privilege to be able to share with you today what Pinon High School has accomplished in a short amount of time, me being at the head as their principal. Education is priceless. It is something that can never be taken away from you. Having a high school diploma, a college degree, a master's degree, and or a doctorate, Dolly Manson, these levels of education can open up so many doors. Even during a year of pandemic, the accomplishments here at Pinon High School in keeping Niagara's alma mater growing strong, we implemented 14 new programs throughout last year. First and foremost, I am proud to say that we were accredited for another 5 years. When I arrived here at PHS, there was nothing in place and we had to start from nothing to get our high school reaccredited. There was no documentation and very little data to go off of. Nonetheless, we got through it with flying colors, and I'm happy to announce that Pinon High School is fully accredited for the next 5 years. The next thing that was on my agenda as principal was to start offering dual credit courses, classes through Dene College as part of our academic program, working in conjunction with the teachers here at Pinon High. These courses were offered in the area of English, mathematics, science, Navajo language. Last school year, we had 25 students who were staying at home virtually and online, taking these courses. All of them together earned 63 college credits in total. Last school year, we had 35 seniors fill out financial aid FAFSA forms for college and received $50 from a grant that we applied for and were awarded. So each student was given $50 for filling out the required paperwork. We also implemented the Arizona Gear Up program for seniors through NAU. This is a program that helps our seniors decide what they want to do after they graduate from high school. Last school year, 5 of our seniors earned scholarships to NAU and University of Arizona, of which 2 of them received full ride scholarships. Last year, we re-implemented the Chief Manuelito Scholarship Program. And last school year, the ACT test was offered 4 times throughout the school year. 69 juniors and seniors took the test and 11 students passed in various areas. We also implemented a new Ingenuity Credit Recovery Program, which gives more opportunities for online courses and to students that have never been offered in the past. New Arizona Online Instruction, known as AOI School, which gives students an opportunity to pursue high school education online from home via PHS High School. So currently, right now, we have 345 students enrolled at PHS, and 22 of those students are working from home on our AOI program. The PHS student course catalog was updated and revamped. The PHS Athletic Handbook was given a new look for the 21-22 school year. The PHS Student Parent Handbook was given a new look as well for the 21-22 school year. And at the very end of last year, we put together a freshman video to welcome our new incoming freshmen. A new student commons area was created with the help of Mr. Myron McLaughlin and his crew, so that students have a place to work on homework and to hang out with their friends as to when they do not have scheduled classes. Now, of course, all of these items were district initiated, so I cannot take full credit. However, I pushed for their existence, and it is without question that the accomplishments made here at the high school took a group effort, so I can't take total control for that either. So now, probably most of you are wondering what is happening this year at PHS. Right now, we are in the process of finalizing the plans to renovate our weight room with the latest and greatest equipment for our athletes. This project will run us about $137,000, and we've been working closely with our business manager, Jonathan Nez, who is helping to push this through. I'm sorry, Jonathan Nez, Jonathan Allen. But we know that Jonathan Nez will support our athletes. We are also in the process of creating a new student store off of the new student commons area. As I stated, our enrollment here at Pinon High School is continuing to increase. Our enrollment last year was at 274. Our enrollment today is at 345. The fourth initiative this year, as we started out with the dual credit program with 4 classes, Pinon High School is now up to 6 dual credit classes through Dene College and Navajo Technical University as part of our academic program. These courses, again, are in the areas of English, mathematics, science, social studies, Navajo language, and culinary arts. This year, we have 42 students involved in our dual credit program. Data is reviewed on a regular basis so that we can keep our students on track. Where some of our students tend to fall short is not by their assignments on time or not at all. In this area, this is where we need the help of our parents and guardians to make sure their student is following through on completing their assignments. Assignments are worth 40% of their grade. Quarterly benchmark assessments are worth 50% of their grade, and attendance is worth 10% of their grade. Each of the students this year were issued a brand new Chromebook to do all of their assignments on. Our CTE, Career Technical Education Program, as Ms. McLaughlin clearly pointed out, is fully staffed this year. In the future, we would like to bring back our nursing program if we can find a certified nurse to teach the course. Since we have started our weekly COVID testing results for Pinon High School, they've all come back negative each week. Another accomplishment which makes this possible during the COVID has been the responsibility of our students taking this issue seriously. Our students wear their face masks all the time. They use hand sanitizer and wash their hands frequently while in school. They use sanitizing wipes, which are issued to them every Monday, to clean their workspace after every use, and they try to keep their social distancing. There are times I feel like Moses because when I walk down the hallway, they all seem to separate, and then as I pass them, they seem to go back. Within the last 2 weeks, with the great assistance and help of Mr. Myra McLaughlin, we have a brand new HVAC system installed in the high school, which will purify the air and pull out any and all germs connected to colds, influenza, and even COVID. Always keeping students and staff safe is our #1 priority. As the principal of Pinon High School, it is my goal to make our high school a college prep institution, in addition to focusing on the career technical education component. Together, as a community, we can accomplish great things if we all work together. Thank you.
And thank you so much for taking the lead role here for our community of Pinon Unified School District, our principal, Mr. Timothy Nelson. All right, drum roll. We're ready for a little bit of music, song, beat of the drum here at Pinon Community. And I would also like to recognize former Miss Navajo Nation, Micheline Begay from Zithichin. So she's also former Miss Navajo Nation joining us as well. Standing by after 2 songs, we'll be introducing our closing remarks and our drum group. And they are representing from Hopi Land, all the way from Second Mesa. We've got 2 songs coming up. We'll be closing out here for the afternoon. Please welcome the Black Storm Crossing. They are the Southern Style from Second Mesa, Arizona. Hendrik Taylor, our hit singer. Take it away live right here at KTNN, the voice of the Navajo Nation. the beat of the drum. Thank you. Black Storm Crossing, the southern style of Second Mesa, Arizona. Hendrick, thank you there. If you can bring in your crew over on this side here as we are closing out here this morning, folks. And Mr. Amos Johnson, our former council delegate, celebrating and the congratulatory of Miss Navajo Nation here on the campus of Pinon, Arizona Unified School District. Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, LA. Adoyat Esha Kahasi Lota with Ago Inta. Ande tu Nangosita Hadits Akodo Bekebaho Zando. Akoyat Enkidini Dole Shikeno Siniki. Pedagagi dog race dechi Zanachini so talk and basis chain to the chini does another talk it clean as a that later the chin bagade kids illy hold yeda aged add on the co Nietzsche that is see co at large because ho katiki add on the cost doesn't be adia adoko yat ain't hito need adoko ni ken lingi chabiket anigi edo bahon ad in daine in hilt kan lingi ajinat ani tan has tanigi akun nangi station la Niagara Rockbridge tan tsag ba helo kodoni chahatzi akobek ba hotzani ni lingi tlichi ni lingi teneni lingi tahis ago ni ko ba he ni tsin yat ein ha ni hat zido yat on ha na to tli but yashiba he tsin ko zidan trago ba he tsin adon hinan akon khania Mr. Jonathan Ness ni hat zi edo ba he adeni best pass anakodo Jimmy Yellow here don't ni hat zi he ado ba tra dan lo ado la ba tragi Akut any has ziko yat trago here in the echo sad base hundo licha ninigi to able a gun get in each nigo closing remarks a large to here ko the nini tlinigi beg about sanigin junugo kon or ash cos either go ta short a koshik not so yad ein hidini do leta wis ago tlashe got in the haso tlashe in hitachi tlashe yat dinch and kidapich the inos jen here yat ein hidini do leta wis age adoko the sabbath nash ini you don't need to have Dr. Dolly Manson edoko paltran le ako yat Hidini do let not so. In the could jizo teacher Benka do could need a can lingi because they need all by here needs no call he day a benda atoha a hata cooking tadina a day yadon his last sort in the other at the horse agito con he cre so called the net than he not teach no yanigi not so here con no ya a teach is card on what ya go by here needs and do yat echo compet at a neat art or de co bag about hot sando to the genus ado I need for the nanny linigi Anna who is ade need a can linigi at co Zonugo the Nebuzaje Yatki Belagana Bazaje Yatki Zonugo Napet Mistra Jabi Yahos up a Masana Peche Yahos and Zonugon Hitchahatzi Ado Baltra and Lingin Hitchahatzi the time Zonugo Benanish Eyila Ultra Eyila da Nigo Ado added Koni Azel in not close Lingi days in Dr. Ruby to Edo Shamasani dini do kwasin tsogop yesnashnish. Zadan tshago ba hele do kon khania edo ba hele ako kodos kado do tichi epeta the nit ato de konas pete shijo beke ba ho tsanuko yat eo ko khai ado chna ot Koniat o ekondong be nasi katole. Tatitin be bizarre be haotzi. In the naskat na danke ku be satahadizin. Joko be yat o nasna ne katole. Tatitin be the atlesh na danke be the atlesh bashini be the atlesh. Lees be the atlesh be kao ne dago. Scott yatat etole nihi large horizontal he kid horizontal nihi yat nihi kat a kid en his zad horizontal yat ope keti nido nihi tsi horizontal konde be nasi katole but ench niche hasito konde ye ta huis agos keno senigi the yin hiltahalo dole.
Agashila, he had Mr. Amos Johnson, Greenwich Hatziri, Pinigi, Konde, we're going to be closing out. Thank you, everybody, from the campus of Pinon Unified School District. As we celebrate into the future, I'd like to have our good friends from Hopi Land close out with us with a few songs, 3 songs for us from Second Mesa, Black Storm Crossing. Take it away. You are live right here on KTNN, the voice of the Navajo Nation.
Oh, Thank you, everyone. That concludes our Miss Navajo Nation event here, but I do have an extra video for those who are still online and watching through Zoom. We have a video that we have received from Mr. Dwight Witherspoon, who was supposed to do the closing remarks. So I will go ahead and share that video, and then that will conclude our event.
Planners, the helpers, the judges, honor to cherish and certainly to promote the value of women and certainly their role and their sacredness. Navajos have certainly a matrilineal system, and recognizing the value of the life givers. We certainly recognize this in our traditional teachings and value system. Our exposure to certainly other cultures and many patrilineal systems, and certainly exposure to Western society, our Constitution, that has not recognized the women nation as they should properly be recognized in our world, and certainly a value to all of life as life givers. I want to speak about certainly a couple of things that I've learned and convey certainly the importance of this type of event that certainly promotes and teaches us to recognize the sacredness, the value that the women nation are to our people, to our world. And I want to start out with a case that was in 1973, Frontero versus Richardson. And the Supreme Court heard this case and they made some comments in their ruling. So I'd like to read just a bit of their comments. It says, in much of the 19th century, the position of women in our society was in many respects comparable to that of Blacks under the pre-Civil War slave codes. Neither slaves nor women could hold office, serve on juries, or bring suits in their own names. And married women traditionally were denied the legal capacity to be able to convey property or to serve as legal guardians of their own children. Even although the Blacks were guaranteed the right to vote in 1870, women were denied that right. It wasn't until 1920 that women were extended that right to be able to vote. In this case, essentially a 50-year that this particular case alludes to, there is still pervasive gender discrimination. Certainly, we see that in the workplace, women not having the same level of pay as men. We see that in the rulings, even at the Supreme Court level, that treat the recognition of gender as not a class like race, national origin, or alienage, where you have to use the strictest scrutiny to discriminate. Rather, in this case, they use an intermediate scrutiny that requires essentially a more important governmental interest to meet the test of being able to discriminate based on gender. It was certainly deemed unconstitutional in this case, where a female Air Force officer had a husband, and she was not extended or denied the rights to be able to have access for her husband, medical care, dental care, and expanded living quarters. However, the males, they all had certainly that ability to get those additional benefits with their spouses. For this Air Force officer, she had to prove that her husband was not the major provider or was dependent upon her to be able to receive those benefits. And certainly the court recognized that this is certainly not an important or justifiable position. And they ruled that that was certainly unconstitutional. There's a case that further extended the rights to women in Craig versus Warren in 1976 as well. The experience that many Diné women have on Navajo brings many questions about the protections, the laws that protect women. Some of those laws and certainly the enforcement of those laws are suspect. We see this in the issues of missing, murdered Indigenous women. We see this in women that experience domestic violence and not holding their perpetrators accountable. We don't have the Violence Against Women Act established on Navajo. We see this in the law enforcement officers not sometimes taking out the proper investigatory techniques to provide the prosecutors the information to be able to prosecute. We see this in the prosecutors not taking these cases to the judge. We see the federal officers not taking cases in cases of rape. There is many, certainly, issues that we need to address. And certainly we need all of the women, but we also need the men to begin to step up and be protectors. And certainly this event is in recognition to honor, cherish, and certainly value the women and Women Nation. And I appreciate certainly this opportunity to provide some closing comments. And I would like to end by certainly using kind of the words of one of my former colleagues, Nelson Begay, who basically conveyed to each of us, you know, may there be beauty before me, may there be beauty below me, may there be beauty above me, may there be beauty all around. But most importantly, may there be beauty within me. And I also request and petition certainly that there may be beauty in all of us, and that we may recognize the Women Nation and honor, cherish, and value them for their
We have an interruption on Mr. Witherspoon's broadcast, so that will conclude the activities for this afternoon. We will forward the YouTube video link out here within a week or so on the Pinon Unified School District official Facebook page and the district email. So thank you for attending and have a good day.